The room felt too quiet, the kind of silence that pressed against the ears until every small sound became unbearable. The ticking clock on the wall sounded louder than it should, each second stretching longer than the last. Outside, faint city noise drifted in through the slightly open window, but it only made the stillness inside feel heavier. She lay on her side, staring into the darkness, pretending to sleep. The dim light from the street lamps spilled through the curtains, casting faint shadows across the room. Beside her, he breathed slowly, evenly. Too evenly. At first, everything about him had seemed perfect. The way he spoke, calm and confident. The way he listened, as if every word mattered. He had a way of making the world feel smaller, safer, like nothing could touch her as long as he was there. That illusion didn't shatter all at once. It cracked slowly, a strange comment here, a story that didn't quite match the one he told before. Little things that didn't add up. She brushed them aside at first. Everyone has quirks, everyone has secrets, but then came the night she wasn't supposed to see. He thought she was asleep. She had kept her breathing steady, her body still. The glow of his phone lit up his face, sharp and cold in the darkness. His expression had changed completely. Gone was the warmth, the softness. In its place was something distant, calculated. He scrolled through something slowly, carefully. Images maybe, messages. She couldn't see clearly, but she felt it, a shift in the air, something wrong. Then he smiled, not the smile she knew. Not the gentle one that made her feel safe. This one was different, tight, controlled, almost satisfied. That was the moment the fear began. Now, lying beside him, she could feel it growing inside her chest, tightening like a vice. Every instinct screamed that something was wrong, that she needed to move, to run, to get out. But she stayed still, because she didn't know what he knew. And that uncertainty was more dangerous than anything. Her eyes drifted slightly, just enough to catch his reflection in the dark window. His eyes were open. He wasn't sleeping. A chill ran down her spine, but she forced herself not to react, not to breathe differently, not to move. Seconds passed, then minutes. Neither of them moved. It became a silent game, a test of patience, of control. Who would break first? Her mind raced, piecing together every strange moment, every inconsistency, the late-night calls he took outside, the way he avoided certain questions, the locked drawer he never let her open. And the names, she had seen them once. A list on his laptop, just names, no context, no explanation. But something about it had felt wrong. Deeply wrong. Her name wasn't on it, but she couldn't shake the feeling that it would be. A slight movement beside her. His hand shifted on the bed, slow and deliberate. Not the restless motion of someone asleep. No. This was careful. Awater. She felt his gaze on her back, heavy and unblinking. Then, finally, his voice. Soft, almost a whisper. You're not asleep. Her heart slammed against her ribs, but she didn't turn around. Neither are you, she replied, her voice barely audible. A pause, then a quiet chuckle. Fair enough. The tension in the room thickened instantly. Whatever illusion had remained was gone now. There was no pretending anymore. She turned slowly, meeting his eyes. In the faint light they looked different, colder, detached. For a moment neither spoke. Then she asked the question she had been avoiding. What did I see the other night? He tilted his head slightly, studying her, as if deciding how much to say, or whether to say anything at all. What do you think you saw? The way he said it made her stomach drop. Not Danielle, not confusion. Just curiosity. Like this was all part of something bigger. I saw enough, she said carefully. Enough to know you're hiding something. His smile returned. That same unsettling smile. Everyone hides something. Not like this. Another pause. Longer this time. Then he leaned closer, his voice lowering. You should have kept pretending. The words hit harder than any shout could have. A warning. Or a threat. Her pulse quickened, but she held his gaze. If she looked away now, she knew she would lose whatever control she still had. Why his eyes flickered, just for a second. Something dark passing through them. Because now things get complicated. Silence filled the space between them again, but it was no longer empty. It was charged, dangerous. She realized then that this wasn't just about secrets anymore. This was about survival. Every word mattered, every reaction. She needed to stay calm, to think, Carefully, she shifted slightly, putting just a bit more distance between them. Not enough to be obvious. Just enough. "You're scaring me," she said, letting a slight tremor enter her voice. For a moment something changed in his expression. Not sympathy, not guilt, interest. "Good," he said quietly. "That means you're paying attention." The air seemed to vanish from the room. This wasn't a misunderstanding. This wasn't something that could be explained away. This was real. And she was lying in bed next to it. Her mind searched desperately for a way out. The door felt miles away. Her phone was on the nightstand, just out of reach. Even if she grabbed it, would she be fast enough? Would he let her? "You're thinking about running," he said suddenly. Her breath caught. He smiled again, wider this time. "I can see it." A cold wave of realization washed over her. He wasn't just reacting. He was reading her. Anticipating her. Staying still wasn't enough. She had to change the game. "No," she said softly. "I'm thinking about understanding." That made him pause, just for a second. "But it was enough. Understanding what you," she replied. The word lingered between them. His expression shifted again, curiosity creeping in. "And what do you think you understand?" She took a slow breath, steadying herself. "That you don't want to hurt me." It was a gamble. A dangerous one. For a moment he said nothing. Then, unexpectedly, he laughed. Not loud, not wild. Just, so amused. "You're smarter than I thought." But not entirely wrong. The tension eased slightly, but only on the surface. Beneath it, something darker stirred. "Because smart people are the most interesting," he continued. "They make the game worth playing." Game. The word echoed in her mind. This wasn't random. This was deliberate, calculated, and she was already part of it. "So what now?" she asked, her voice steady despite the storm inside her. He leaned back slightly, watching her like a puzzle he was enjoying. "Now," he smiled. "Now we see how long you can keep up." The clock kept ticking. The night stretched on. And neither of them slept.